What's going on, Solid Steppers? Miss Ward is coming to you once again, and it seems as though I need to give a refresher course in life. So here it goes. Spoke with a young man this morning. He was a little down in the dumps. He said business is slow, So we asked the usual questions I ask whenever I do a consultation. Number one, where are you located? Okay. What zip codes do you cover? Okay. Do you have any type of specialization? Okay. What areas are you targeting and what techniques are you using to target those areas? Okay. What is your presentation? Okay. What is your image? Okay. All right, so let's get down to business. Now, I'm going to keep it, as always, 100. Do you have the infrastructure in place if the business comes? Will you be fumbling every day and all day trying to figure out how you're going to get the customer A, B, C, D, E, and F? So, how do we eliminate that? We put structure in place. The first thing is work ease. We had a conversation about work ease, and this young man was like, I looked at it, it was a little pricey. I'm like, bro, it's a tax write-off. Get your business game together. We also talked about business credit, how he shouldn't be using money out of his pocket, and how easy it is to establish that with the vendors you're already using. So, people, if you're going to get in business, go to business the right way. I'm not knocking him because the only reason Miss Ward know what she know is because I have made the mistakes not only that you guys are making, but I've made them multiple times, which makes me the authority to talk smack like I do on the regular. Now, we can chuckle all day long, but the reality is bills got to get paid. Generations got to be fed and educated, and clothed. So we need to be about the business of handling our business properly. So we talked about the areas in this area and that he went to apply at this place and that place, and they said they didn't need any service providers. I always tell you guys, anytime anyone talks to me, go outside your area, find the zip codes that need to be serviced, and specialize in those until you get your money up or what have you. You ask me, well, how am I going to get there? What about gas? What about this? This is why you have to be smart when you when you make your moves. Prime example, I explained to the young man, he thought that he needed to have good credit to go rent a vehicle from Enterprise Trunk Rental. Now, if he's going to be working on high end, he's got an older Caravan that he works out of. There's nothing wrong with that, but at the end of the day, if you're going to serve a certain clientele, you got to look a certain way. And I explained to him, I said, now if you do go to do the rental, make sure you watch out for the mileage. And then I explained to him the proper way to do that. I said, look, bro, this is what you do. I said, this brother's in Atlanta, right? So I said, look, and he's not too far from Alpharetta, which is like Silicon Valley in Atlanta. I said, look, you need to be focusing in that Alpharetta area, Mall of Georgia, Sugarloaf Parkway, blah, blah, blah. Now, I'm not even from Georgia, but this how much I study. I know every state that's near me. I know where the paper is, and I know where the appliances are, because that's my business. If I decide to expand or do something differently, I need to understand the demographics and the needs they have and how to serve them. Number one, I need to find people who have discretionary income, who's not going to argue with me about pricing. I'm going to provide a fair price with proper labor, and I'm not going to be forced to charge anything less. Anybody that knows me, I do not play about the paper, but I also provide a white glove service. And that's how I win. There's no other way, but you have to present the image, the processes in place, the links, and all this is not as expensive as people think. This is what we call the cost of doing business. For instance, it kills me with people who ask questions about where to get the cheapest insurance for appliance repair. I'm like, really? I'm like, the cheapest insurance is not going to get your ass into Old Republic, because Old Republic asks for special endorsements. How do I know this? Because I have the proper insurance. I have no problem with giving you my insurance. The insurance I use is Next. Why do I use Next Insurance? Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ward has a process and a reason for everything. I don't just do stuff just to be a blind dummy out here. I do stuff because I have processes in place, and these companies move the way I move. I love Next Insurance. Why? Because anytime I need a COI or a cord or any type of certificate of insurance for any, like I'm down in Miami, I'm dealing with Brickell, I'm downtown Fort Lauderdale, any of these downtown areas, they require, especially these condos along the beach, they're not playing the radio. Ocean Boulevard, A1A, you have to have insurance, and you have to be able to get them a copy with them as a holder on it and things of that nature. I can do that by just hitting a button on the app at Next Insurance, and I can simply email it, I can text it, I can snapshot it, or I can just flip the phone over and show it to them with their name on it in a matter of seconds, because I have to be efficient. I have to be professional. I have to have all the tools the big boys have, and I got to move quicker, leaner, and and cleaner, But I can't do that if I don't have the tools. So yes, I have Next Insurance. When I need my endorsements and everything done and updated for Plus One, for Old Republic, or any of these companies or warranty companies I deal with, because I only deal with the ones that pay. So don't ask me about certain ones. I'm not going to say their name, but y'all know what I'm talking about. I only deal with companies that pay, because if I go do a service, I better get paid or it's going to be a problem. And that's COD or warranty. But you cannot go to business and play games. My warranty company just updated my automatic approval limit from 150 to 1500 on one, the other one to 3 G's on the high end. Like, come on. But how do you think I got that? I got that because I show up professional. I go into areas that other people are uncomfortable in, and I go and look and play the part. So ladies and gentlemen, I need you to go to the bathroom, wash behind your ears, get your image, brothers, get clean shaven, do whatever you gotta do. I didn't say you gotta cut your locks, you feel me, but you need to tie them up. At the end of the day, go play the game and play to win, because you're articulate, you're professional, you have a mechanical expertise that is in demand. Act like it. All right? So I'm just saying that because it's a lot of people out here. I'm talking to the young man. He's like, Miss Ward, everybody don't think like you. Well, Miss Ward got her ass kicked. That's the only reason. Miss Ward's not any smarter than anybody else, not any more hardworking than anybody. Well, that could be I'm going to take that one back. I probably work harder than most people. But the key is, I work so hard, I'm tired of that. I'm really trying to work smart so that as I grind, I see the results of the grind on, in an exponential manner. Like, I'm not trying to grind and move for one step. I'm trying to do 10, 20 steps at a time. And I can do that with these apps like Workies. How many times have I told you guys? It does your booking link. It sends reminders to the customers. The customers confirm through the app. Come on, man. You don't even have to pick up the phone to call anybody. That's what I'm talking about. At the end of the day, as a tech and as a CEO/tech or owner/tech, dispatcher/tech, CSR/tech, do you really have the time? So this is specifically designed for people. Workies is designed for people who have, the one-man show, and you're moving up from there. Even if you have subs, Workies works for that. They even have let me tell y'all playing. I keep trying to explain to you. At the end of the day, get your game together. And it may seem like a lot, but as you do one thing at a time and take it off your plate, I learn something every day that I didn't know. And I learn it a lot of times from customers, because they'll be like, well, I saw this, and what is this? And I'm like, okay, let me check it out. So at the end of the day, you got to be willing to learn, grow. I'm sure this gentleman's going to have a lot of success in that area. There's a lot of opportunity there, but there are a lot of places that are underserved. Let me tell you, if it was me and I was in Georgia, I'd move to one of them little country areas where all that paper that they don't talk about, in the woods, and I would just cover 3 counties, 3 little, interesting counties. I want to say it, but y'all know I'm trying to control myself, because y'all know I just say it how I feel it. But there are areas that are underserved that are extremely lucrative in Georgia. There are a lot of suburbs out there. Like, I know one of my closest friends lives out in Stockbridge. I think they have an area, what is that, Fairburn, all that out there, like on the south side of Atlanta. That entire strip is like, you got Griffin, Georgia, all that in there. Then up north, you got Dallas, Georgia. You got Sugar Hill, Winder, e-commerce. What is that? That stuff, yeah, up in the mountains, whatever that's called. But it's a lot of areas that are so underserved because people don't go in those areas. Couldn't be me. Man, please. You wouldn't know. Yeah. I'll be in a different part of Georgia every week, cleaning up. But anyway, all I'm saying is look at the opportunities around you, step outside your box, and go serve. If you're providing a great service, you're going to do fine. Don't ever be intimidated to step out. You know, and if you can't afford to make some moves, make the best moves you can where you are. But make moves with your thought process, because if you're only working with a limited budget, that means you can't afford to lose. You feel me? So you better use everything that's free. Google, data research, you know, per capita income, per zip code research, and make it happen. And you need to be checking to see what's the appliances that pay the most, that has the least technicians available to serve. Like, to me, this is data. This is exactly how we move. If there's a demand, then you control the market. Understand? Never forget that, man. Y'all need to get your game up. But anyway, enough about the rant. I just want to make sure I share with somebody. Anybody can do this, but you got to have a passion for it. And when you fall and stump your toe, keep going. But just, if you need help, reach out and get help from the right people. Now, I didn't say call Miss Ward, because you know y'all getting cut off. I have some mentees that I have. Those are the ones I'm dealing with. I love y'all to death. But y'all going to have to get on the payment plan, if you know what I mean. But with that said, love you guys to death. Stay blessed. Stay up. And keep stepping, solid steppers, Miss Ward. Oh, yeah. I almost forgot. I got an interview coming out from Appliance Alliance with my boys, Zach Kreider and TK Cousins, my brothers from another mother. So look forward to that. We had a lot of fun. You know, I was keeping it 100 as always. It's going to be quite entertaining, but it's also going to be informative. So make sure you guys check that out. It should be dropping shortly. And I'm really signing off now. Have a great day. Bye-bye.